Sweet, sweet, sweet. We're on. Hello, everybody. Greetings, scums and scumettes.
What are you
Lozzie
called
gang
now?
doing. That's it. How are we all doing? How are you, Loz?
I'm alright. I'm alright. Getting by. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Um, just been the usual. Just been fucking. Decius says greetings, Loki. This is it. I'm channeling my inner Loki. Have you seen the latest episode, Loz?
I haven't. I need to
The
get on it.
final episode.
That's it.
No
I need to
spoilers
do
in
it
the
before my
chat.
Disney Plus runs out.
Oof, when does it run out?
21st, I think.
Oof. What did you just get a free month?
Yeah, sure, mate.
That's the way.
Proper fucking scum of me.
Nice. Well, today, basically, I had an email from a gentleman who spent a bit of time inside, actually locally, HMP fucking Norwich, and then transferred to Blunderston. Blunderston, of course, the prison that my cousin's partner took me round because he was a prison guard there. So we got one very close to home, and then that kind of inspired me. I was like, you know what? Let's Google some fucking prison ghost stories. So I found some of those. So it's gonna be fucking tidy. It's gonna be sweet. We're gonna have a prison special. If we've got anyone in the chat who's been to prison or worked in a prison, let us know. I would love to know because you may be able to give us some stories, you know what I mean? Your time in the fucking clink, you know? You never know, you never know. But yeah, apologies that this wasn't on Monday. Obviously, it was intended to be on Monday, but I just thought, you know what? I feel like, you know, people might be a bit sore about something that happened on Sunday. So now we're not even going to mention it. So we'll bring it out to Wednesday. Did a video on Monday instead, so it's going to be a video Monday, Tuesday, Thursday this week. But yeah, so it's all good in the hood. Let's have a look. Let's get the emails up. Let's get the web page for the prison stuff. I'm guessing, Lozzie, you've never been to prison.
You would assume correctly.
Yeah.
Been close.
Been close. Really. That's it. Sometimes it's just the way it is.
That's it.
Sometimes that is just the way it is. But yeah. Let's jump into. We're not going to jump into the email just yet. Let's jump into a few of the small articles I've got here. It's from corrections1.com. Weird news, right? Prison poltergeist, the scariest things because have seen behind the wall. It's just like the title that makes no sense. But yeah, most correction officers will tell you they've seen it all. But what about the paranormal? We asked our audience to share the scariest, strangest, and most unexplained things they've seen in their career, and their stories were downright spooky. Check out our roundup of the best responses, and if you think you can top these, share your stories with us in the comments section. So, the first one is called The Visitor. In the mid-2000s, we had a male suicide in a pod that had always been exclusively male inmates since the building was built. This was our facility's first suicide since its construction in the mid-90s. A couple of years later, females were moved into that pod. I was passing meds one day and a female inmate was telling me how she had been hearing noises in the middle of the night in her cell. She went on to tell me that she would wake up and see a shadow walking through her cell and then through her wall into the next cell door. What she didn't know was the cell next door was the cell where the suicide occurred. That's pretty fucking rank. The thing that gets me, that's rank, isn't it? The thing that gets me about these prison ghost stories, right, is even if you fucking wanted to, you can't escape, if you know what I mean. Like, you're fucking locked in. Do you know what I mean? Like, There's no other way around it. Like if it's one thing, like I'd probably imagine that prison is one of the worst places on earth to be, but a haunted prison. I mean, that's just adding insult to injury.
Yeah. And of course, when you go to like the prison guards, like, oh, my cell's fucking haunted, mate. They go, yeah, shut up, mate. Get back in the slammer.
That's it, innit?
And you're there, just literally in a constant cycle of being haunted.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It is horrible, isn't it? It is horrible. Blessed from day one. Yo, you need a trim, boss. I actually had a haircut today, mate. This is layered, and I really like my hair, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Oh, there you go.
I had enough of conforming to the short back and sides. I'm doing me, not any other cunt. So blessed from day one. All due respect. Fuck off. Matthew Owens, evening lads. Mark, yes. How am I feeling about the upcoming season? I'm feeling toasty, mate. I'm feeling toasty. I'm looking forward to it. Thomas Long, title sounds like something from an article made by The Sun. I mean, it's prison ghost stories. What more can I say? Do you know what I mean? What more can I say? I'm a tad deaf, but is the audio a bit low for anyone else? I mean, on my side, I'm seeing we're hitting the greens. We're coming into the yellow, which is where you start to peak out. Paul, are you at maximum volume, sir? Remember to hit that like button as well, guys. This does go up. Big P official, hello, mate. Tuning in from across the world, says Loki. Hello from Texas. Hello from South Africa.
Oh, international, man. We're fucking international.
That's
right
it. Amazing. You are a little quiet when I listen to you on Twitch sometimes, to be fair. I mean, how's that? Is that a bit better? Listen, is that better?
That's a big oofed.
But YouTube is fine. That's it, innit? GG's. But yeah, so that's the first one. Short and sweet. These are short and sweet, these ones, right? The next one. Hanger. I came in on overtime on a midnight shift at 3 a.m. Nice time to start your shift. And I wound up doing a 15-minute medical cell checks. 3 weeks earlier, we had a hanger. On my fourth pass, I see a young male hanging in the cell. I called on the radio for control centre to open the door and turn on the cell lights. When they did, he disappeared. I then realised what cell I was at. When I returned by the control centre, they asked if everything was okay. Apparently, I looked a little pale from the experience because my lieutenant asked me if I saw him. I said, yeah. He said, rest of the staff working the unit have too. Fucking hell. So you think there's a hanger in a cell, you get the lights turned off, he disappears, and everyone's like, oh, what, you saw the hanging ghost? Yeah, welcome to the party, pal. Fuck that. Fuck that. What do we think about that one in the chat, guys? I mean, it's that an... why would these people... Why make that up? Do you know what I mean? What's the benefit?
The cynic in you, or me, would say to get on a show like this.
Well, I mean,
Going
it's
international.
true. Because my question would be, you know, if you see something like that, surely you're quitting, aren't you? Like, fucking hell. That's so heavy. That is so heavy.
For a first, like, imagine that being like a first shift.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Matthew says that would be disgusting. I can't imagine making that one up, to be fair. Yeah, because it's not like, oh, you've been told. Or maybe he had. Like, oh, you know, you've been wound up the first, like, shift. They're like, oh, yeah, by the way, if you walk past this cell, sometimes you see a man hanging, but he's not actually in there. Because obviously he went and said, like, oh, I saw him. So it's like, oh, you've finally seen it. But I don't know. It's fucked.
Yes.
You walk past a cell and you see a man hanging. You then get the fucking lights turned on and he disappears. It's fucked. Absolutely fucked. Next video, Dude Ryan spends a week in a haunted prison cell. Fucking imagine that. Imagine that. Oof.
A week.
By the way, Tina Anderson says she's from Kentucky. 21 herbs and spices, that does make me want KFC. Yeah, imagine spending a week. I mean, a prison is definitely somewhere I need to film. For sure.
Sweet one, guys.
Just Porcelain Pie Seas follows on Twitch. Just because of, like, you know, I want to do a hotel. We've done a factory, an asylum, an RAF base. So like, a prison is just a natural progression, isn't it? It's inevitable. It's inevitable. So yeah. Will it be an well, it wouldn't be an active prison. I don't think you can go to active prisons. But
You can.
Well, you can.
You just gotta stab someone.
Yeah, really committed to the cause on that one.
It's,
It's a strange one. I am skeptical about ghost stories. Yeah, I believe in aliens. What am I doing with my life? Says Brett. What about the Pendle Witch Walk, Duty? What's the Pendle Witch Walk? I think I'd rather he disappeared than still be there, though. I was watching a video today on the mythology of the Blair Witch, and I know obviously it's fake and stuff, but I would love to go to that forest. It's in Maryland, apparently, in America.
I don't know if I've actually watched Blair Witch all the way through, to be honest.
Have you not? It's a good film.
Nah.
Really good film. I can't imagine, like, when that first came out, because like no one had really utilised internet marketing before, and so they like set up like a false documentary, like looking for the people and all that. So a lot of people when they first watched that thought it was a found footage fucking movie,
Yeah.
like a legit like a documentary found the footage from 1994 and 1999, blah blah blah, and imagine watching that film thinking it was fucking real. Oh my god. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Problem is getting approval for a prison, so you'd have to do an abandoned one. I'm so gutted that I wasn't making this sort of content back when... I didn't even think I was doing YouTube back when Michael took me round Blunderston Prison.
Christ.
I don't think I was.
That's a while ago then.
Yeah. Or if I was, it wasn't for very long. At all. But yeah, such a shame, because literally he took me to every fucking part of that prison. Like, no restrictions. Oh, it would have been fucking incredible for a video, man. Gone at night. Oh, fuck me. Would have been so good. Apparently there's a prison in Pennsylvania that's crazy haunted.
Sweet one, guys.
Ben gets his GCSE results the day before his birthday. Spend the night in the Ohio State Reformatory. Greta, get me over there and I'll do it. It's where they had witch trials, I believe it's in Yorkshire. Nice. Dude, would you ever consider making a proper fictional Blair Witch style video? I actually would. I would love to do that, to be fair. Do you ever use your Ouija board? Only on adventures. I really want to do an investigation in a school, but they're an absolute arse to get into with filming permission. That would be pretty fucking bit sus, not gonna lie. That would be pretty sweet. A haunted school would be fucking sweet as. Chelmsford Prison is meant to be haunted as fuck. Nice. BTEC's in the house. Could always play the elevator game in that hotel. So let's see if we can fucking end up in a different dimension. Just set up a Twitch account to follow. Legend. Oh yeah, Owens SM26. Thank you so much for the follow. Guys, if anyone wants to become a member, by hitting that join button, I've got an exclusive Discord that I'm trying to pump some life into. So obviously the more members we get, the more life will be pumped in there. So if you want to become a member, it's a great way to support me as a creator, and you get a Discord as well. That'd be sick. It's for YouTube members and for patrons. Gonna go to Pluckley soon. Some of Ghost sounds mental, mate. Pluckley, that's where we went, wasn't it? That's where Darren Woods is.
Pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
That'd have been sweet
Could be wrong.
if we'd have gone around that village. Because Pluckley, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Pluckley. It's meant to be the most haunted village in the country, isn't it? I wouldn't mind going back to Darren Woods. Alan thought my hair would be longer by now, mate. It goes down to the middle of my shoulders. It's just like whoosh, scrunched up, permed up. Pretend to be doing a prison documentary, they'll never know. And if you upload it on YouTube as a documentary, I don't think you're breaking any laws. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. Did anything happen with the doll? Oh, Lozzie, you've got it, ain't you?
I have at the moment, yeah.
Where is it?
It's downstairs. I've done a vlog with it.
Nice.
So.
Has anything
that'll obviously
happened?
Well, there was one thing that happened, but I don't necessarily think it was connected to the doll.
Right, what's happened?
Lost the euros. But it may have been connected to the doll. I don't know.
Could have
I've
been
had
the bad luck.
also, again, I don't think it's connected, but I will mention it.
Mm.
I've been like every time I step out of my house, I'm getting attacked by seagulls. Like they're
You
swooping
think that's the...
and trying to shit on me. Feel like fucking McAfee. Yeah, I don't know whether it's a doll or not, but I don't know. It just seems a bit sus. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you never know. You never know. If were these things happening before you had the doll?
Well, we hadn't lost the euros when I had the doll, and
This is
I
it.
can't remember being shat on by a bird before the doll. Well, obviously, ages ago I would have been shat on by a bird, but not like they're swooping like and trying to like literally fucking fuck me up, bro.
Fucking hell. So I think you might be onto something there, mate.
There you go.
I really do. So you have had some strange going on. Any you know, bangs in the night, anything like that?
There was a knocking noise that happened for literally like 10 seconds one night,
Yeah.
and we couldn't figure out where it come from. And that happened to be the day that I did the vlog with the doll up here in the attic.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can really say. I don't really know what's going on there. It was like literally just like someone knocking on the wall. That was it. Nothing else.
Could it be the doll?
This is it. We'll have to see when Jimmy and Dan get it, what happens when they have it.
See who gets the most fucked by the doll.
So,
Is it a demon? Is it a spirit? I have to wait and see.
I may have antagonised the doll a bit.
No, did
So,
you?
yeah. I just like, you know, called it a Russian spy at one point. I think I insulted Putin a bit, and I said it weren't coming home to Russia. So I think if it was a Russian doll, it does have a Russian personality. It's probably going to be fucked off. To be honest.
Oh dear, you're just like cranking it up for when Jimmy or Dan gets it next.
Yeah, just to pass it over to someone else.
Paul A with the 5. Who is supposed to haunt the doll, Jordan? What's its history? So we don't actually know. First of all, thank you for the 5. We don't actually know who's meant to haunt it, do we?
Sweet one, geese.
But the history is it's from Russia, and the previous owner, there was lots of like footsteps and running around, heard banging, all that sort of jazz, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was quite funky. I've done a video on it. I did a video on it, Paul, so if you check that out, I'll go into more depth. But yeah, we don't know who or what is supposed to haunt the doll, but apparently it is haunted. And I mean, I did get this, which is a bit weird. So I took a picture with it, right? And there's a slight change in the picture. So here's the first picture, yeah? Now note down this bit here, yeah? Because in the next picture, there is a mysterious black mass. Let's say black mass in the corner. This is so bad. No black mass. And those pictures were taken seconds apart. So what is that black mass? Who knows? Have I got 100k yet? No, I'm 91.9. Getting there. Stream a live video with a person who has recently claimed their poltergeist activity in their home. I'd love to. I wanna find some of these people. Some people who've been haunted or people who have been abducted by aliens. That kind of jazz. Not gonna lie, just come on and have thought you were chatting about the doll as in benefits. No, a haunted doll. Did I hear Lottie is holding a Russian spy hostage? Says Alex Jones.
Allegedly.
That's it. You should read The Charity of the Gods as it looks into if God is an alien. That does sound very good. I'll watch your videos religiously, mate. Just wondered any further history behind the creepy little doll. No, not as yet. Not as yet. But we'll keep on digging. We will keep on digging. Yeah, let's have another little ghost story. So we've had visitor, we've had hanger, now let's have flood. A few days after we had an inmate pass away, we had a flood on our medical unit and couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Finally found the sink in the back room of the dentist's office was flooding. The plug had been put in tight and the water turned on full blast. When the camera footage was viewed, it showed that not a single person had gone in the office at all that day.
Wow.
Explain that one. Explain that.
Currently unexplainable.
No one went in there, and yet the plug was pushed and the taps put on full blast, flooding the medical unit. Any explanations in the chat are welcome, because I don't think you can explain that. Luke Sav says, "Dirty boy." Hello, mate. Envy Zombie says, "Hey man, I was listening to a pod the other day about Fred and Rose West. What fucked up people. 100%. 100%. I still need to do a full video on them. Have you seen the guy on TikTok who went viral for seeing a weird sighting in someone that looks like an alien laying on the beach? Oh yeah, that dude. Yeah. I'm on TikTok, by the way, guys. At Duty Rhino, I do conspiracies on there. I'm also going to start doing like little minute roundups of like the true crime cases that I do on YouTube. And then on TikTok, I'll be like, if you want more details, go over to Duty Rhino right now. They must really not like the dentist. Ghost had a toothache. Curtains drawn us in the place. That's pretty weird, says Porcelain Pisces. But yeah, that's a fucking spooky one. It's fucked when it's trained, rational professionals and they swear on this stuff, not just them, but multiple employees. Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. It's like, but also the CCTV doesn't lie, you know. No one went in there. How did this happen? Curtains drawn, you're going to be a father tomorrow. Well, Atma is... We've got a new line of clothing coming, and I'm fucking hyped for it. Some really nice gear. You know what I mean? Very nice stuff.
There's some good clothes as well.
Yes, it's... So I want to see more people repping Atma. It's going to be a lot more like logo based, like Atma and the Colonel cap we've got. Cream Cruise, pink summer shorts, Atma caps, fucking grey stonewash tees, hoodies, like really nice, like high quality organic shit. It's gonna be fucking boss. It's coming very, very soon. Army stories are interesting too for the crazy shit they've seen. Watched your video about it, but there are so many that make no sense at all. 100%, dude, 100%. There's one where, like, these soldiers claim to have fought a cyclops in the mountains of Iraq. Like a full-on giant with one eye in a cave in the mountains of Iraq. It could have been another inmate who blocked the sink, or maybe just caused the flood in the other room. Maybe a bit cynical. Yeah, but they said it was because the plug was fucking slammed down. Where are we at? Theory about NASA on your TikTok was crazy. Do you really think they found Cthulhu or a giant squid or what? I don't know. Cthulhu, no. I was just like using that as like a descriptor. But yeah, no, I fully believe that there are massive, massive fucking sea creatures in the ocean that are too deep for us to even fucking register. Just farted. Just watched your Pit of Despair video and it made me feel sick on how humans can be that viral. Cheeky, I was researching. I know obviously I research a lot of dark shit and it's weird, like a lot of it doesn't get to me. Researching for that video made me so fucking sad. To a point where I was like, fucking hell, I need to be careful with what I'm fucking researching here because I could seriously harm my mental health. But yeah, I was just like, fuck, this is sad, man. And then it just got worse the more I fucking read into it. Lozzie, did you offer the doll any get?
I didn't.
No.
But you know, I've still got a little bit of time with the doll, so I'll give it a go.
No, that's
See
it.
what happens.
Do it, mate. Do it. Gentlemen, have you watched the Bob Lazar documentary on Netflix? I have. Have you watched it, Loz?
I haven't, but I've heard a lot about it, obviously through the pod. But I do need to watch it.
Do it, mate. Do it. Curtains Drawn Atma edition. When is the Lozzie's vlog at work coming out?
I've actually filmed a little bit at work fucking ages ago, so I could just fucking lob that up. I guess it's about me in a cabin car. So
there you go.
I was just filming me razzing that around in the warehouse.
Do it, mate. Cal K1, hey Jordan, I'm the 16-year-old who doubled his subs thanks to you and was cutting weight for a fight. Just a question about YouTube. I've been losing views recently, but my videos are getting better. Yeah, views very, very rarely represent the quality of the content. Just look at my last exploration video. So yeah, don't be disheartened, mate. The algorithm chops and changes on the fucking daily, and so it'll come back around. It'll come back around. Will Atma ever do an Urban Legend special? Yes, we've got one planned. We've got one planned for the next coming weeks. So look forward to that. Gonna get my Atma hat and wear it proudly. Loving the Russell Brand vibe. Thank you, Jay. Atma Cloven Curtains Drawn Tee limited edition, as in very limited. After recent experiences, you reckon there is life after death in some kind of way, like no religious affiliation, just curious from a person who researched it well. I actually do, but I don't think it is what we believe it to be. There's a video that I know is fake, it's on TikTok and stuff, of this guy interviewing an alien. But there's something that the alien says, right? And I'm like, regardless of it being fake, I'm like, fucking hell, that could be bang on. is where he says like, is they're talking about gods and the aliens saying that they've risen above the need for such superstitions like gods. And then he talks about death, and then the alien goes, death is merely a human construct. And I was like, fuck, that actually could be. Like, what if when we die, you know, our energy just passes on to like the next stage of whatever the fuck, you know, this is. So to that extent, I'm now more inclined to believe that there's something afterwards. Xander Mercury Kurtzer says, hey dude, you should cut your hair, you look creepy. Well, Xander, I reckon you're a paedophile, so go fuck yourself. That's it. Okay, I called him out. If a mod could ban him. Because I'm not having my hair. Listen, I'm happy with my hair. I'm loving my hair. I'm loving growing my hair. I'm going for full-on Jason Momoa / Russell Brand vibes. That's where we're going to end up. Do you know what I mean? I don't need any negativity towards my hair. Because A, it's incorrect. And B, Xander's probably a paedophile. So, do you know what I mean? Sienna, the hair is looking great at the moment. Thank you very much, Sienna. I appreciate it.
Fucking sponsor train, choo choo, motherfucker.
Liam's a member for 2 months. Thank you, dude. Balthea's girl, I'm actually really liking the hair, dude. Thank you very much. Thomas says, what is Lozzie's job? Let him know.
Well, obviously aside from Atma, I work in a mobility shop, so we sell mobility scooters and such. That is my job.
There we go. So if you ever need it, hit Lozzie up, do you know what I mean? Monetary. You always do leave weird comments on at Moran Duty Rhino, and now you've gone head above to say, Duty, have you ever fucked a toilet paper roll? I haven't, mate. I haven't.
If anyone's pedo, that's pretty PDF file fucking territory, that.
That's it. That's it. It's all about the thumbnail and the title, I got told. Yeah, to a certain extent. It's also a lot of luck as to whether content does well. Xander sells Avon. Quite possibly. Loz, your services were nearly required again earlier, mate. My vaccine side effect was crippling joint pain that almost stopped me walking. Lozzie is a heroin dealer, confirmed.
I'll get one on back order for you, mate, just in case.
That's it. That is the way. Right, next one. Laughing at me. One night around 1:45 AM, back when I first started on night shift, I saw an inmate in the top tier day room with just a white t-shirt on, staring at me through the day room window. I jumped up from my chair and checked the day room, and nobody was in there. I checked the doors and they were locked. I went back to the desk and started writing in my logbook. When I looked up, the same inmate was in the bottom day room laughing at me. I went to the other wing and didn't go back to that wing alone ever again. So dude's in a locked room that he cannot be in. He's then in a different locked room that he cannot be in, laughing at you. Prison's just, whether you're a prisoner or a fucking corrections officer, they just don't sound like the place to be.
It doesn't sound like a good time.
At any point. Like, what the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh shit, yeah, maybe death is only real in our reality. Like, do quantum particles really have a life at all? Life is just a consequence of those particles being arranged in a specific order. But, like, you know, this is so hard to explain, but I know what I mean in my head. Like, what if your consciousness, which is definitely a thing, like all we are is our consciousness in a meat body, right? In a meat suit.
Yeah.
What if your consciousness just goes somewhere else? Like, when you do hallucinogenics and shit, when you do DMT, you go somewhere else. You're not fucking here, are you? Psychologically, you are gone somewhere else. So what if when you die... Apparently when you die, like your brain activity is a fucking surge and then it's gone, right? So what if when you die, you just go somewhere else, go to a different plane of existence, go, not necessarily to heaven or to hell, you know, you just go elsewhere. Maybe you go to the fucking fifth dimension, maybe you ascend, fuck knows, you know, and maybe just us as humans have seen people be here, and then they're not here anymore, so they're dead, like, you know, so we can say that they are dead in our plane of existence. I don't believe in religion or anything like that. I think that religion is like a fool's guide to explain things that we don't understand, and I think that is something that could occur, that we just go somewhere else. We just ascend or descend.
Maybe.
The fact that the first video I did coming back this year, when I reviewed that documentary about near-death experiences and stuff, they all say they go somewhere else and it's happy, it's warm, it's calming, and sometimes it's not their time, so they have to come back, and they have a sensation of being pulled back into their bodies. I just think, I do think there's something more, but I don't think it's like the pearly gates. I think that there's a part of us that we can't explain, our consciousness, and I think that consciousness is far more powerful than we can ever comprehend or understand. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's just so fucked when you think about it.
And the only way we're going to find out is if we die. And I don't want to kill myself to find out, but I am fucking intrigued. You know what I mean?
But you'll die. You'll experience it, but then you can't tell anyone else.
Exactly. The only people that can are the ones that died and come back. And they have. Fucking mad. I'm telling you. It's not God, Satan, heaven, hell. It's not that. It just isn't. But I do think that the principles are the same. I just think that religion, and I mean no offence, but there's no easy way to say this, I just think that religion is an idiot's guide to what is actually going on. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's as cut and shut, you know? It's very interesting though, isn't it? So fucking interesting. Would you try DMT? Quite possibly. Let's think this through though, guys. If these men have spent time in prison a long time...
Train,
become a
choo,
2-month spawn. Thank you so much. Could they be suffering with some form of psychosis hallucination? No, the people that we're hearing... Hey, Matthew too, we pledged £1 via Patreon as well. Thank you, dude. Thank you for becoming a patron. If these men have spent a long time in prison, yeah, but these are prison officers, not the prisoners. Some people think seeing visions on your deathbed is your brain releasing all the DMT you store in there. Yeah. They also say a loved one will come and get you in the days leading up to your death. A lot of people see their loved ones on their deathbed that have passed on. Is it a two-way door? You know? I'll tell you something, dude. I was getting loads of shadow people in my room. I just got fed up one night and told them all to fuck off. That's the way. If in doubt.
Did they like adhere to your warning? Like tell them to fuck off?
Yeah,
or did they just carry on?
That's it. That's interesting, Thomas. I follow religion because I'm scared that there's nothing after death. I follow religion because I'm scared that there is nothing after death. I don't think that there's nothing after death. I used to, and not that long ago. but I feel like there's a lot that we don't understand. A lot that we don't understand. Oh, so interesting. Dude, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you that you can't explain? I can't explain? I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question. That's a great question. Unfortunately, Jennifer, I can't answer that right now. There's been a lot of scary things I can explain. Do you like Skyrim? I fucking love Skyrim, Scott.
You don't even know the fucking hours plunged into that fucking game.
And that's it. That train thing always fucking gets me every time, always goes off mid-sentence and makes me jump. I'm so sorry for what a fucking train it is, Thomas Sangage. I think religion was created through fear of death. We die and that's it. But for some folks, religion is great comfort as long as they don't hurt anyone for it. That's fine. Yeah. Religion's a very interesting conversation. I was watching this TikTok of this guy. I think he was like, I don't know who he was, but he was debating a pastor on stage about evil and stuff, and he was like, I'm sorry, but you're trying to say that, you know, not believing or whatever, being an atheist is evil, and yet you're the one that will teach a group of children that the child that goes to church on a Sunday will go to heaven when they die, and the children in that room that don't go to church on Sunday will burn in hell for eternity. You're telling children they're going to burn in hell for eternity, but I'm the evil one. Okay, yeah. Cool, man. Yeah. Sounds good.
Great story.
Yeah. Hezbollah versus Abdu Rozik, who wins? I mean, listen, I am partial to the way that Abdu says Burgir, but I've got to back my boy Hezbollah. You know what I mean? Just got to do it.
But Hezbollah all the way.
That's it. Lauren Bradley. I went to school with a Lauren Bradley. When my great-granddad was on his deathbed, he began waving and blowing kisses to his wife who passed away 6 years before. She was definitely there to get him. There we go. So many people say similar things. Can we just have a moment of appreciation for Foodie? I think you meant Doody. He's a reasonably big YouTuber. What have I got to achieve to become a big YouTuber? I think it's over 100k. But always takes the time to speak to all of his viewers. I personally really appreciate it. Well, Cal, it's a pleasure, mate. It's an absolute pleasure. Because without you guys, me and Lozzie would just be talking to ourselves right now.
I mean, when this turns off, I am just talking to myself.
That's it. That's it. It says, I want to join, but I'm broke because I spent my cash on controllers and weed. And I want to play Warzone with you so bad, like I would test your suicide theory for it. Jesus Christ. I want to know why you're spending so much cash on controllers, mate. Are these ending up in walls?
That self-revive, that's another wasted fucking thing.
Thank you, Alcy. I appreciate it. Matthew says, I wouldn't say that I'm an atheist, but it's more of a loose belief that there is something after death. But I definitely agree. A lot of religion is a way to explain things that have happened. Yeah, for sure. What do you think about Sikhism? I've never looked into Sikhism. Sikhs believe you can experience God on earth by meditation and saying his name, and at the end you connect back to God like a droplet taken from the ocean. That's interesting. Sikhism doesn't believe in heaven or hell, just reincarnation. If you don't connect in this lifetime, you'll be reincarnated till you eventually do. Oh, that's nice. What's Lozzie's favourite pasta?
Oh, fucking... I have really recently liked linguine.
Linguine.
Nice bit of linguine.
Nice. If anything, I can agree with the tenets of Satanism. I actually have 3 books on Satanism, including a Satanic Bible right there. I still haven't read them. I don't know what's stopping me. I won't lie to you guys. I am fucking dying for a piss. Brett says, I believe that people shouldn't live their lives due to the instructions and rules of a fictional book. These attachments hold you back from living life to the fullest. No offence intended. Nothing wrong with having an opinion, mate. Hello, Mr. Dorset. Oh, my neck. Slept funny last night.
Oof.
Paul says, equally duty, I spent all my money on booze, cigarettes and redecorating my bungalow. Guys, there is no issue whatsoever. I hope your bungalow looks nice, mate. No, I'm a #1 UK Hyperscape player. That's why I go through controllers. What's Hyperscape? Am I missing something? It gives people comfort and a reason why. Is that like a reason why we're here? I do understand. Yeah. Religion from the perspective of its, it gives people hope, it gives people belief, it gives people something to, get behind, if you know what I mean.
Or live their lives by, to be honest.
Yeah. And like a sense of community and things like that.
It shapes the way they potentially raise their family or their children, whatever, as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Unless it says linguine bangs.
That's it. It does. It fucking bangs like fuck. Hyperscape apparently is another BR. I've never heard of it before. I just searched it.
I see. #1 UK Hyperscape player in the place, guys. In the place. I'm not religious, but what if our body is a vessel from our consciousness and we will move to a more advanced vessel when we die? This could be why aliens exist. Has anyone seen the video I did yesterday where I was the 5 dashcam videos? The first one, I am convinced are aliens. I am fucking convinced they are aliens because they move so strangely. They're dressed like the Men in Black, which, when I did the video on the Men in Black, a theory behind them is that they are aliens. And yeah, it was just very odd, very, very odd to say the least. Do I believe in reincarnation? I really don't know. Maybe. Tink is in the house now, guys. Tink is the person who sent the doll. If I didn't have a church, I'd go insane. The thought of nothing after terrifies me beyond belief. See, this is my point. What if religion was made up because people kept killing themselves? I mean, it's food for thought. What? See, I'm not a religious person, but I don't think that I now don't think that there is nothing after, like I explained earlier, you know? And I think you can have it both ways. You definitely can have it both ways. Those fuckers were creepy in the bush in their 50 suits. Definitely. But the way they ran, they ran like I don't know, they looked like something pretending to be a human being startled by a car, and then there's just like fucking loads of them, like animals in a bush. I'm telling you now, that was not a fucking human. I'm telling you now, not for shit. Hello, Macca. Oh, don't tell me that, Al. Don't ruin it. Got debunked. It's an advert for something for the early 2000s. Channel 4 did a thing. How do we know that it's actually debunked, though? I've got to cling on to that. Because that was like my proof for aliens.
That's literally it. That was literally the case for aliens. Has completely just gone down the shitter.
Yeah. Nah, I don't believe him. Oh dear. I want to know what the advert was for. You're doing a great job with your vids, fella. Thank you very much. Yeah, the next thing I want to do is a haunted hotel. Stay over in a haunted hotel. Because it's going to be nice to... like, do a paranormal investigation and be able to have a bath and lay down in a bed. Do you know what I mean? So... What? Hang on. Why is my life falling apart right now? What's going on? Tink. I got sent a haunted doll from Bucks. Hang on. What's with... Hang on. It had Russian tape on the box, and it was covered in Russian newspaper.
Yeah. What the fuck's that about?
What's happened here?
I said that in my vlog. Like, it'd be really fucked if it was sent from the UK but had Russian newspaper in it.
Yeah, man, I've been trying to get hold of the Ancient Ram Inn to go stay there, but they won't pick up. Oh, that was literally the place that I was hoping to go to. I was literally looking into the Ancient Ram Inn. Do you consider adding music to these videos? To these ones? I mean, it's a live stream. I can get Epidemic Sound up and get some creepy vibes in the background if that's what you guys want. Why do ghosts have clothes? Those your clothes become ghosts too. I mean, that's a good point. But Tink, I need to know. I just reuse some old packaging. I buy internationally sometimes, but it's a haunted doll that's a bit closer to home. Well, I don't really want to change the title. No way. Where's the Russian newspaper come from? Got a few people calling them, but I'm worried that they've closed. Surely not. What if I was going to say that's really morbid, but I was going to say, what if everyone's died there? And it just like adds to the attraction because it's a haunted hotel, isn't it?
Right, get some new staff in. Don't put the bodies online. We'll do that later on.
If anyone has any suggestions for places for me to go, email me, dudyrhino@gmail.com. If you're into like your paranormal, if you're a investigate or anything, and you want to collab, email me, dudyrhino@gmail.com. All that good jazz.
You know where you asked where that fucking Russian newspaper come from?
Yeah.
I think people took it literally.
Oh, right, Russia probably. Obviously it came from Russia. I mean, initially, Tink, where did you source this Russian newspaper?
I think they said that they order stuff from like international. So I'm assuming.
Oh, so that's been
they
used
bought
in the
something
past.
from Russia. Yeah.
Right.
But that completely fucks like my Russian thoughts and allegedly spying doll theory that I had. But fuck it, we'll go with it.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, that probably freaked me out when we opened it. I was like, oh shit, boy. Have you got Shudder yet? No. I keep looking at it. I keep thinking, this is right up my street. This is something I should have. But I've got like everything but, pretty much. I got fucking Discovery Plus, which is really good for true crime and paranormal stuff if you're into that. Discovery Plus. Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon. Yeah, I need to.
Do you not get Discovery Plus with Disney Plus, or do you have to pay extra for that?
No, I think it's National Geographic with Disney Plus.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys, I am dying for a wee. Actually became a father 3 months ago, but due to complications, my son and girlfriend had to spend the time in hospital, but they're both fine and healthy. I'm glad they're both fine and healthy, mate. Shudder is so much worth it. If you die in a thong, do you stay in a thong for eternity? You can get Shudder through Amazon. You can get Shudder for £1 on Amazon. £1.
Fucking hell.
See, I mean, I've seen like people that do my kind of content where Shudder sponsor them, so I was like thinking, oh, I wonder if Shudder are going to sponsor me at some point. But if it's a fucking £1, I need to get on that shit. Dude is 5'3", pass on. I'm definitely not 5'3". Jason, Duty and Lots, I love the podcast, definitely the best out there. Thank you, dude.
Oh, thanks. And it is a fucking good podcast.
Try Chillingham Castle. Nice. But yeah, horrors are by a country mile my favourite genre. By a country mile. True crime podcast needed. Yeah, we haven't done a true crime episode in fucking ages, have we?
I don't even know what the last one is we did.
I think the last one was it the football murderers?
Might have
possibly.
been.
I think that was after the Chris Watts one. Have we done more serial
Well,
killers
how
since
recent
then?
was the Yorkshire Ripper one?
Oh yeah, that might be the most recent one actually.
I don't know.
Why do we only see human ghosts, the ghosts around the Victorian era? Why have we never seen a T-Rex ghost?
That's a good point. It is a good point.
Ghosts of any livestock. They're killed in their millions each year, it's true. Yorkshire Ripper was time ago, yeah. We've got, we're coming up to episode 50. There's loads of new true crime on Netflix. Yeah, see, what we need to do a watch along, sort of. Like how we do it, do you know what I mean? So we watch it, then we come in, we talk about it. There's loads of new true crime on Netflix. I need to finish that the French lady that was killed in Ireland. For sure. If I become an Atma member, do I get access to all the previous Atma pods? Yes, Tink. So when you become an Atma member, you get all the VIP episodes. So someone who became an Atma member at the start would have got, their emojis, the Discord, the free T-shirt. But you actually get more value because you get 5 episodes as well off the bat. Bish bash bosh.
a binge. You can do an absolute Atma binge.
So many episode ideas and stuff to do. You're gonna have to start putting out more than one a week at this rate. I think Ben would implode, but I'll see what we can do. I will see what we can do. Didn't you do a top most wanted list or something? The list of killers. Yeah, we did something. We've done so many episodes now. It's like it's all mixed up in my brain. But I want to get more guests on. I want to get some. Does anyone know anyone who's had lots of ghost experiences, or someone who's been abducted by aliens? Because I want them for a guest on Atma. That is the next guest I want. I feel like, you know, if I had Dave the Flat Earther, I feel like I want fucking Jerry the alien abductee. You know what I mean? That's what I want. That's what I want.
That would be quality, to be fair.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We never see any ghosts of the giant people that supposedly lived in the time of the Bible. This is it. This is it. Right. Lozzie, can you take over just for 2 minutes while I go to the toilet? Because I am on my way out here. And when I come back, I'm going to read the email and a few more ghostly stories.
Let's go.
Back in a second.
Good point, actually, to be fair, about that we don't see ghosts of like certain eras, or we only see ghosts of certain eras. That is a good point. I've only just thought about it really because someone mentioned it earlier on. But you don't see like fucking cavemen or cave women, you know. 2021, do you know what I mean? You guys should get Peter Blexley on. He would be a good guest. I don't really know what we'd be able to. I suppose we could talk about true crime cases, obviously, him being a former copper. But his appearances on the Happy Hour, quality guest. Loz, give us your opinion on the Euros final. Gutted, but you could see it coming from half time. We were hanging on from pretty much, I'd say, at least like half an hour into the game. We were letting them fucking start to push us back. And in the second half, I don't even know what was going on. Like, I don't even know if we had the ball. And you're playing a dangerous game if you think you're going to win pens against Italy, who have won 2 previous shootouts in the same competition. But anyway,
did you keep it going, mate?
I did. I've been answering some questions in the chat.
What?
I've been answering some questions in the chat.
Nice. Oh my goodness. Right.
Do you feel relieved?
I do indeed.
That's it. It's euphoric after having a piss, I tell you.
It is. Excuse me. Right. Okay. Leaving a mark. There was a female inmate in the segregation unit. One day, when I took over shift, she told me that there was a man standing by her bed the night before. He was very tall, heavy set, and looked Native American. I told her there was no way because no men could be in the pod without another female present. She said she thought it was a dead person. I offered her a Bible and she refused to take it. The next day I came in, she called me to her cell and told me she had been hurt by the ghost. She said she was awoken by the figure and she got scared and covered herself with blankets. Then the ghost grabbed her leg and squeezed really hard. She then showed me the handprint on her leg and I believed her. This female inmate was so tiny and the handprint was like 3 times bigger than her little hand. She then asked for the Bible and requested to be moved from her cell. Spooky one, Nat Tosh. Thank you for the subscription.
Jeez.
Very, very spooky shit. Explain that one. 3 times bigger than her own hand. Now, could she have used some sort of tool to like make the mark? Possibly.
Allegedly.
What if all the ghosts are underground and not on our ground level because we've built so much? That is a great point. Lozzie, where you grew up, Borough Castle. Not the ruins, you know the pub down the bottom on the Broads?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you heard about the ghost, the lady ghost that's there?
I think you may have told me about this before, but previously I hadn't.
Yeah, you can oh, Jason, thank you so much for the 10, my friend, and the blushing emoji, I appreciate it. The ghost of the lady, apparently you can only see from, like, the torso up. And the theory is,
oh, I see.
Because we've built, you can, this ghost, you just see, like, a floating fucking torso and head. And that is exactly what you're saying there, Alessa, that because we've built, and ground has built up, this ghost can only be seen half up. Mad. And that's right on your fucking doorstep, Loz. You might have been asleep one night and she was just like floating outside your room. Scary thought.
She'd probably, I probably only see her head because where I am, I'm slightly above.
Of course you would be, yeah, because you have to go down, don't you, to think, yeah. You probably just see a scalp.
That's it.
That'll be it. But yeah, Jason, thank you for the $9.99, mate. Gotta look after the booze. Come on, Jason, donate like rent ain't due, mate. Go on, son. Did Doody tell Lozzie how he bottled it in the FA Cup against Leeds? Oh, he's done an ATMA. He's done an ATMA, league. Apparently, I've got 35 assists, 28 goals or something.
There you go. I'll fucking take that.
Fucking smashed it, mate. Go find her, Loz. Take her some legs.
I'll search her out.
That's it, mate. Do it. Do a little vlog trying to find her. That'd be so funny. You need to come on my next exploration, Loz.
Yeah. I do enjoy coming along on them, to be fair.
Yeah. That last one was so fucked, mate. I can't even... That night was just fucked beyond belief. I still just don't get it. I just don't get it. But here we are, you know. Will either of you be watching the new Forever Purge? Some people are unsure it'll be any good. I kind of switched off from Purge 2, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've watched one Purge film, but I'd have no idea which one it is.
Yeah, so I'd have to catch up at the very least. There's a series as well, I think.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Or actually we're going back to that pub. Quite possibly in the next weekend or two, I think. To do a little investigation, because apparently the pub is also haunted. Dude, I just watched the Alien interview as I was intrigued as you'd mentioned it, so yeah, it's clearly fake, 100%. However, I do think some of the statements made were very thought-provoking. Definitely, that's what I mean. It's like, fucking hell, death is a human construct. What? And the way that they're, you know, do you have a god? And it's like, we have grown, we've like ascended past the need for superstitions. Oh, we have ascended past the need for superstitions. That makes me moist. That's just a fucking cool line. Mate, if aliens came down and they said that, fuck. That's the one. Be careful with the pigeon shit. Yeah, see, I thought it was an asbestos thing, right? So that's why I was like, oh, careful. But my uncle, he was like, yeah, that pigeon shit will fucking kill you. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, make sure you wear a mask.
What?
Yeah. So,
Fucking hell.
yeah, in that kind of quantity, yeah.
Jesus.
But next one, really focusing on the audio though, because the audio was a bit of a nightmare, obviously with the masks as well. But I've got these I've got them clip-on mics, so that I use in my videos at home. So I want the audio to be crisp. And I want to push it even further down the whole like documentary style route, and not just turn up, do it, come home. Do you know what I mean? I want it to be more rounded, like I did with that one. Like when I filmed the conversation with Bailey and stuff, and then because I just wanted to go over what happened, hoping that we'd film some bits where it would link in, and obviously it did, and then I could like overlay it, and it just made it, I just feel like it took it to the next level. Do you know what I mean? And I want to do more of that, more B-roll and stuff as well. But yeah. Have you ever browsed through the subreddit Three Kings? It is a subreddit dedicated to people's experience during rituals and paranormal games. Fucking hell, no, I haven't, but I feel like I would become a statistic. I do wonder, like, because obviously, like, so I've got my Ouija board here, and trying to contact the other side and stuff. If this is real, if this shit is real, really am fucking dancing with the devil, innit? I? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to like, I'm going to go and have a little look. It's another thing to try and build a career out of it, because that would imply you got to do it quite a few times.
Yeah.
I also come to the realisation the other day, like, I could literally film, boom, a ghost stood there. Fuck, there's a ghost stood there. There'll still be people in the comments saying it's fake. You know what I mean? So you're never going to win. But at the same time, like, yes, I'm doing it for content and stuff, but ultimately, what is so important, I am also doing it because I want to know. Do you know what I mean? So in that respect, if I fucking capture a ghost, doesn't matter what dickhead in the comments is going to tell me that it's fake, as long as I know. Do you know what I mean? And I'll tell you the other reason. I'll tell you the other reason why you'll probably know it's real. And I'll say probably because I don't know how brave I'll be. But if I capture a ghost on camera, it will probably be the last fucking ghost hunt I ever do. Because I'll probably be like, oh shit, this is real, fuck this. I'd probably fucking retire. Do you know what I mean? Go back to fucking Pets Home.
Oh.
No, I'd never do that. I'd just go back to PT. Go back to sports massage. You know what I mean? But yeah, fucking hell. Crazy. Crazy. Right, let's get to this email. Because the email isn't necessarily creepy. The email is just like, I don't know how to describe it. Well, you'll see. And you'll also see why a certain element of it is quite difficult for me. Okay, hello mate. Just a quick but true little story for you. This happened around Christmas time in 2001. At the time I was 21 years old, and due to certain circumstances and a few bad choices on my behalf, I was arriving in HMP Norwich, beginning a 5-year sentence for robbery, which I'd committed to feed a drug habit, just so maybe you can have a little understanding of how low my life had gone at this time. One of my only possessions I had with me was a ring I'd been given from a very special friend of mine. It's so weird. Rings and shit just fuck me up. I don't know why. Some psychological trauma there somewhere for a psychologist to dig into. So, sort of like a good luck kind of thing. Anyway, one of the first nights in jail, I was stood at the window smoking a cigarette. And if you can picture it, the windows are tiny and above head height. I am 6'3", and I was flicking the butt out of the window. Somehow the ring slipped off my finger and dropped outside into the darkness, and I was on the 3rd floor up. As you can imagine, even something so small as losing that ring was a major upset for me, as you tend to latch on to any little thing that gives you outside memories. I was obviously pissed off about it, but soon was resigned to the fact that it was gone. A bad omen, maybe. But at some point, you have to forget about it, suck it up and move on. You certainly can't dwell on that kind of shit inside, or it will eat you alive. Due to me being a sentenced prisoner and not on remand or awaiting trial, within 2 more days I was moved to HMP Blunderston, which honestly was an absolute shithole. A dungeon was the best way to describe it. You didn't even have toilets in your cell. Instead, you had an intercom system, which you had 3 times where the guards could let individuals out of their cells to quickly run to the bog. You had a time limit of, I think it was 3 minutes to do whatever business you had to do. If you took longer, the guards would lock your door all night and leave you without access to a toilet. So as you can imagine, not a very nice place. On my 2nd night there, I used the intercom to go to the toilet, and when I returned to my cell and shut the door, I noticed something on my table. As I approached it, a bit confused, as obviously there is no one else strolling around prison at night time, I finally noticed, although not really believing it, it was the ring I'd lost out the window in Norwich. Obviously my head was proper fraggled by this, but eventually was even more so when 3 days later I had a visit from family and was told that my good friend who had given me the ring had died just a week or so beforehand. Honestly, one of the most scary and bizarre things to ever happen to me. It was enough for me to get myself clean from drugs, do lots and lots of courses and education in prison, and since my release in 2006, I haven't ever touched any drugs or committed any crimes again. Now in 2021, I've been clean 15 years and I'm married to my beautiful wife, and honestly I'm the happiest I've ever been. Something changed me that day, and thankfully changed me for the better. Thanks for your time, Duty, my friend. So.
That's a story.
So. That's quite something, isn't it?
It is. It is.
That is quite something. That is. How do you explain that? How the fuck do you explain that?
Where the fuck do you even start?
Hello, AK-40. Amount of hair in this video, dear Lord. So, shut up. You got to make sure you close down properly and learn about protection and shit. Yeah. I think I forgot to do a prayer last time, but I'm sure it's fine. But yeah.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. I should probably go over like how to do a Ouija board properly. Well, I could even make a video on it, to be fair. But yeah, that's odd, isn't it? Right, Lozzie, try your best to explain that. You can't, can you?
Not really, no. No. I mean, it's a straight. Oh no, he said he lost it when he was out of a window. So I don't know.
How do you explain it?
That's it. I was gonna say maybe he thought he'd it had gone out the window, but it hadn't. It stayed on him. But then it wouldn't. It just wouldn't end up on the fucking table at different prisons. So
yeah. I mean, I know Norwich and Blunderston. Well, prison-wise, they're probably quite close. But I mean, what's that? I mean, Norwich is Norfolk, Blunderston's Suffolk, isn't it? It's a good 45 to an hour in a car, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Had a good end though.
Yeah. Happy ending. He's sorted himself out.
Which is great.
Yeah. 100%.
But yeah.
Didn't touch drugs, didn't commit any more crime.
Yeah.
So that
no idea.
That event changed his life. That is a huge silver lining, if ever I've heard one. silver lining to something that wasn't even bad. So I don't know if you can call that silver, because it's not a cloud, is it?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just the mind boggles. Weirdly, someone had the same ring that happened to leave it there. A bit of a stretch. That would also mean that for 2 days he didn't notice it on the desk. But at the same time, this makes me feel so uneasy, and I don't know. I know how illogical it is. I know having a weird fucking phobia of rings and jewellery is fucked. But here we are.
I thought it was only the gold sovereign rings. Or
Nah,
is it any
it's gold jewellery in general, and to be honest, rings in general, yeah. Yeah, it's fucked. Well, I don't know where the fuck that stems from.
You get married, you're fucked, don't you?
Mate, I don't know where the fuck that stemmed from. Really don't. Right, let's have... Right, we'll do it. Right, we've got 3 more of the mini ones, yeah? And we'll do them back to back to back, alright? Here we go. So, we've got to finish the count. Working first watch can always be interesting, especially in an old pen like the California Training Facility in Soledad. One night, working alone in F-Wing, I finished my walk for count and returned to the office. As I waited for count to be called, I began to hear keys jingling on the tier. I exited the office to investigate. I started to climb the steps when the keys stopped. Sorry, my mouth is so dry. I flashed my light around the 2nd and 3rd tier, and seeing nothing, I returned to the office. Again I heard keys jingling and went to inspect. The sound stopped again as I reached the 2nd tier. I walked both the 2nd and 3rd tier, and finding nothing, I said, "I've completed my counts, you can finish yours." I didn't hear anything else at all that night. So basically what they're saying is that this was a ghost fucking corrections officer doing his rounds, jingling his keys. Spooky, spooky.
That's it.
Got a great ghost pic on my old digital camera somewhere. Alan, email it in. Hello guys, big fans here. Happy days, happy crafts. Hello, welcome. Maybe he's hallucinating because he didn't come to terms with prison life yet. Him losing the ring could have been him creating situations to taking his mind off the sentence, potentially. Things used to disappear and turn up in mad places when I was younger, like on top of a keyboard, places where you would have noticed the lost item if it was there the whole time. Pranks the ghost. That's the thing. That is the thing though, isn't it? Like, you know, if you think like, well, I would have definitely seen that, you know. Much like, speaking of not things disappearing, but things turning up in places that you would have definitely seen. You know what I'm going to say, Loz? That fucking knife in the tree was not there beforehand. Lozzie, it wasn't. It just, listen, you can live your life in denial, mate. That knife was not there.
I don't remember looking at the tree to investigate whether there was a knife in it.
Mate, when we were doing you were fucking... when I was setting up that Ouija board, you were staring at it.
I wasn't staring at... I wasn't staring at where the knife actually was, though.
Something was drawing you to that fucking knife, I'm telling you.
Oh, fuck.
Tiny handprints. Once while working on the main gate post at St Mary's Correctional Centre in West Virginia, a facility that used to be a home for mentally ill children, I saw tiny handprints about the size of a toddler appear halfway up the glass, about face level of a 6-foot person. The handprints were in a perfectly straight line across the windows. It was midweek, no visitors, and in the middle of the night, Lozzie. Explain that one, son. Toddlers, mate. Toddlers in prison. Can't explain it.
That's a fucked up prison.
That's it, mate. Oh, my dad's in it. Tony Hopes. Evening, gents. Just got in late one. Just got in? You just got back from work?
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Lad.
Dear oh dear. Reese is in the house. Hello, mate. I was going to ask you how you feel about the knife in the tree now. I just still can't explain it. Pranks to ghosts, as Alessa says. Pranks to ghosts. Jordan, do you ever reckon the Men in Black will come for you because you did a video exposing them? Maybe the next YouTuber boxing match, what, me against the Men in Black? Yeah, probably, mate. I seen on TikTok that guy that posted the videos of that alien on the beach. He's since posted pictures of like white vans outside his house and stuff. Cal, tiny handprints must have been duty. Here's a fun fact for you. This weird fucking small hand slander, which literally originates from nothing. I actually don't have small hands. Huge. For the penalty shootout that we got, I had to get some goalie gloves for Ben, the editor. And I had no idea what size his hands were, so I just bought gloves that would fit me, as I was going to keep the gloves afterwards. And I have bigger hands than Ben, so get fucked. Do you know what I mean? I guarantee I've got bigger hands than everyone in that room.
Savage.
Listen,
This guy.
I've got to deal with this slander on the daily. Right, last one. Knock, knock. While working a tower at the Gaza East unit in Beesville, Texas, I was sitting on a small chair leaning against a bigger chair that looks like an old wooden electric chair. So many chairs. While sitting there, I had my left leg extended on top of the trap metal door where you enter and exit. After about 30 minutes of peace and quiet, I heard what sounded like someone enter through the door down at the bottom of the tower. Then a minute later, something hit or pushed against the trap door so hard the door lifted a few inches and kicked my leg off the top. I got up quickly, thinking someone was trying to come through or was playing a joke. I turned the light on and opened the door, expecting someone to be there. Nothing or nobody was there. Just dust that had recently kicked up, blowing into my face as if whoever it was vanished. That is one night I will never forget. Well, the thing is with that could be someone that has just legged it, because I had someone enter through the door down at the bottom of the tower. Then a minute later, something hit and pushed up against the trap door. Because if you're saying that the dust is up, you know, that could be someone like playing a prank and running off, couldn't it? If the dust is kicked up.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a prankster ghost.
Could be. But yeah. Could be. What, it could be any, mate. Could be any. Who knows? But that are all my prison stories for the evening. We ended with one that is more than likely a prank. It's why you proofread, kids. It's why you proofread. I worked in an international corporation, guys. We have 3 countries that we laid off due to recent wars. And with South Africa and Cuba, it's only getting started. Bad times ahead. Sorry, what? I thought this was going to be paranormal related. Apparently it's World War related. Little hands ain't always bad. Listen, I'm not saying that there is. But I'm just saying, why isn't one arm that small? That's it. That's it. End of the day.
Maybe Ben has had really, really, really fucking small hands.
You never know.
You don't know.
You never know, do you? Putting your hands close to the camera does improve your hand size. This is true. What can I do? What can I
do that?
This is okay. So what we got? We've got a pint glass here. Everyone can see a pint glass, right?
Right. My hand compared to a pint glass. Let's go.
My hand bigger than a pint. Bigger than a pint glass. Look. Whoa. Holy shit, boys. Oh dear. Imagine if I did it and they're like like a pint glass is like that big. Dear oh dear.
Fuck.
Is Ben blurred in the pen video? I believe so. Because there's no reason for us to keep him anonymous. I just think it's funny at this point. Plot twist: Ben has no hands. Not gonna lie, with the new Halloween Kills movie coming out and that knife in the tree, I get huge Michael Myers vibes. This is it. Is it a pint glass though? That's a normal size glass. That's a tumbler. Yeah, it's actually a 25 mil.
Glass.
It's a 25 mil shot glass. There you go. is a pint glass, isn't it? This is a pint glass. I think it's a pint glass. Oh dear. I got a milk bottle there that was filled with sweet eggs. It says you're a good egg. I don't know. I've had enough.
That's
Fuck's
it.
sake, I just get bullied every day. Dude, that's a normal sized glass. Oh, that's it. I'm getting fucking caned.
This is it. The more you tell the world you've got big hands, the smaller they become.
This is it. This is it. Oh man. I could see Lozzie being annoyed at finding a serial killer instead of demons or ghosts or some shit. Oh, he's just a fucking nut, not even a demon. Piss off. Take my strong hand, child. That's it. It's me, innit? Fuck's sake. What's your guys' favourite horror movies? Mine is Wreck, I would say. What's your favourite horror movie?
I'd say
Or the remake of The Evil Dead. I don't think that gets enough love. That is a fucking good film.
I don't even know if I've watched any of the Evil Deads. I need to watch them.
Mate.
Hereditary for me.
Hereditary, great movie. Great movie. Great scares. Because it's not like jump scares. It's like, what the fuck is that in the corner of the room?
Yeah.
Yes. Great movie. Great movie. What about the chat? I'll let it go on. Let's get that question going. What's your favourite horror movie? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I want to see it right now. Everyone's favourite. Oh, Dean Taylor's just subscribed. Guys, if you could tweet out and put on Facebook and stuff my YouTube channel, that would be amazing. Because I'm so close to 100k, and it's just I'm getting there, but it's just like I just want to get there now. Do you know what I mean? I need that fucking silver plaque. I've wanted it since 2012. So if you could do that, that'd be amazing. Share it with your friends. It's in the movie Triangle. I haven't. You watched the Fear Street movies Netflix are doing. I haven't seen them yet. I think there's one out at the moment, is there? But they're having them all of them out within like a month or something like that. Devil's
It's
Rejects.
3 in there. Is there 3?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, there is. Yeah, they go back in time each time.
Yeah.
Standard Nightmare on Elm Street, Teeth, Eli. Have you seen Eli, mate?
Yeah, I
Great
don't know if
twist.
I don't know if I really liked it that much though, to be honest.
Do you not
I
like
thought it was
the
alright.
twist? Do you not like the
I
little
wouldn't say
twisty twist?
It was a good twist at the end.
Lovely twist. Hereditary. Yeah, amazing actress. Want you to hit 100k so bad, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Fucking
You
big
deserve
Mama's House 3.
100k. Thank you. Grave Encounters or Haunted House? Grave Encounters. Every time I walk into it, like when I went into that Lincoln fucking abandoned place, I was like, this is just Grave Encounters, man. This is fucking Grave Encounters all over. The Last Jedi was pretty fucking horrific. That's it. You
Yeah,
watched
you're not
Army of
wrong.
the Dead yet? Yes, I liked it for what it was. I thought the action sequences were really good.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? When they're shooting up zombies and that. I thought it was good. Big Mama's House 3 is pretty scary. Hereditary is my favourite too. Similar to that is the Haunted of Hill House. Haunted Hill House is amazing.
The
I remember when I
more
saw-
psychological ones are good. I think.
Yeah, for sure. When I saw fucking Hereditary at the cinema, there was like maybe 5 people in the cinema, and there were these 2 girls like behind us, and I just remember when it ended, just this one girl just went, "What the fuck? I don't get it." And I was like, "It's 'cause it's too fucking advanced for your mind."
That's because you went to the cinema to watch Hereditary, and I went to the cinema to watch Midsummer.
Oh right, yeah.
And fucking hell, some of the people in there just
I wonder how's the reaction on like that scene? You know, when off the cliff, that scene.
Oh, just absolute fucking silence.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's another scene in it where there's a bit of, intercourse.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be off-putting. It's meant to be weird.
Yeah.
But there's people just nervously laughing throughout the whole thing.
Oh, really?
And you're like, okay, alright. Do you?
Yeah. I do like Midsummer as well. Blair Witch will always get me on some level, 100%. I was watching, weirdly, just before going live, I was watching a video on the mythology of Blair Witch. He just did like the timeline and stuff. It's fascinating stuff. I played the Blair Witch video game. I weren't all impressed, to be honest. The end dragged like fuck.
I was going to say, what was that like?
Yeah, not that good. Not that good. Playing through Skyrim for the first time. What a fucking treat you're in for, mate.
Yeah.
Dude, you never go to Guarma.
So good, he said it again.
That's it. The clicking noise in Hereditary will always freak me out when she's in the corner. Yeah, mate, it's just so many fucked bits in that. Yeah, that bit when she's up at, oh man, because it was like in the cinema. I was looking in the car. I was like, spoilers. I was like, is that the mum like in the fucking corner? And I was like, nah. And then like fucking 30 seconds later, she's fucking crawls across like a spider. I'm like, oh fucking Christ. Borry, no, I'm not up for a charity fight with you, mate. But I am 6 foot, if that helps. Jack Greetham, Dutch, go back to. Oof, why is everyone just fucking throwing in places? Oh my god.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I'd like to make a horror film, I think. Have you played Outlast? Balthier's Girl, go on YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube. Type in Duty Rhino Outlast. You will find me playing the entirety of Outlast, the entirety of the Whistleblower DLC, and the entirety of Outlast 2, all on YouTube. Free entertainment. The Conjuring gets me when they do the exorcism and the chair starts to lift up off the ground. Yeah, another one which is more sci-fi. He's fucking Fourth Kind, mate. What the fuck? Madness. Deadly Phoenix Duty, any updates on the doll you received? Well, first of all, Lozzie's got it. Second of all, apparently it didn't come from Russia, as we found out in this stream. Can't believe it. Cheers, Barry, mate. Thank you, Young B. Radical. Legend, mate. Thank you. Want to make a movie on a ghost hunt? Like a simultaneously. That is essentially kind of what I do, innit?
Kind of, yeah.
Mockumentary. Documentary. Want to make a movie on a ghost hunt simultaneously. Feature length YouTube video is what I'd is as much respect as I'd give myself, I think. I would love to. Hey, Emily Cousins donates 3. Duty, fucking love your content, mate. You deserve 100k so bad. One of the best creators out there. Thank you. It's far too kind of you to say, but I do appreciate it. I'm trying my best. I would love to go into documentary content. You know, I'd love it if maybe I should pitch pitched to some people. I mean, like Mindseed, they got one of their fucking investigations on Amazon Prime, like. And like, if it was, you know, so for example, the Lincoln one, you know, I edited that for 2.5 weeks. But if it was like, you know, for fucking Netflix or Amazon or something like that, like, you know, I could put my heart and soul into it, and I reckon I could make something half decent. If I had a budget, fucking hell, I think you know, yeah. But like that, making a movie on a ghost hunt, it just makes me think, you know, like, you could go for like Blair Witch found footage kind of vibes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if you're making a movie specifically, then obviously you have certain things in there to happen, and, you know, things to react to and stuff, and it would, you know, but I think that is actually a really good idea. Gets the creative juices flowing. The reason why I loved Hereditary so much was the fact that it used sound to be creepy. I rewatched Haunted Hill House. Fucking Haunted Hill House is the gift that keeps on giving, because the amount of ghosts and stuff in the background of the majority of the scenes is insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. And then when you go and watch it back with that in mind, the amount of shit that you see is crazy. I wanted to tell the story of when I was a child, of my haunted house, but I don't know how to send it to you in great detail. It's tough, as I got badly injured when a wardrobe was pushed onto me. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Just fucking email it through. What's the email again? dudyrhino@gmail.com. That's dudyrhino@gmail.com. Any stories, guys? Any stories, any ideas, any places to go, anything like that, email me and we'll get it on the web show, or I'll go there and we'll get stuff done. There's this forest in Portsmouth called Fox's Forest, and it has these Napoleonic battlements that has had multiple stabbings in it, which makes it feel really creepy, as it's definitely quiet at night. Ooh. How much for you and Loz to shave both your beards? I'm really enjoying this beard that I'm growing, to be honest. Haunted Hill House is one of the only book adaptations I would say is better than the book. What was I going to say? You know the the paper mill that I went to for a video?
Yeah.
So what I didn't show was the window that we went through. There was police tape on it, and police tape around the ground. What I didn't fucking realise was about a month prior to going in there, someone was fucking murdered in there.
Decent.
Didn't know that till after.
Fucking hell.
Fucking mad, isn't it? Makes you sick. I'll send you the email now and do my best to get as much detail as I can. The rabid one, you're a legend. What you know about roll? Oh, I found a metal version of Astronaut in the Ocean, and I'm fucking loving it, bro.
That's it.
I am
He's gone.
loving it. To go and get some KFC. What you know about rolling down in the deep? Oh. Where is it? Yeah, last night, mate. Will I get pulled down? Mate, it's the bollocks. I want to play it, but I know this will get copyright struck, which will piss me off.
Straight away, yeah.
Just the drop though, mate, is fucking tasty as fuck. Where's the scariest place you've explored? Scariest is... Do you know what the scariest place was? That last building in the RAF base video. Yeah, fella, mate. Chuck it in the group chat, yes. I mean, you can actually follow me on Spotify if you'd like. Would you believe it? It's at Duty Rhino. And you'll see what I'm playing. Have you heard those guys on TikTok that turn Disney songs into punk? No, but it sounds like my kind of jam. That's the one thing, Lozzie, if we can just talk about the band for a second, yeah? We can talk about Slam and Jen for just a second.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I wish that we'd done. Yeah, because obviously we covered songs and shit, but we'd pretty much just copy and paste, wouldn't we? You know, the cover would literally be the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I love fucking metal versions or rock versions of songs. Like, mate, if we fucking did that back in the day, mate, that would have been the shit. You know what I mean?
The tits.
Without a doubt, mate. Without a doubt. It's building. I can get to the drop over a period of time. You know what I mean? The Moana cover is amazing. Fucking brilliant. I love shit like that. I just think it's so creative. It's fucking sick, mate. You get that loud in your ears, I'm telling you. That was worth getting this whole stream copyright struck just like that. All the money will now go to our last night. But yeah. Would you consider exploring Fox's Forest and its battlements? 100%. Odds on doing a Ouija board now? I would, but there's no point because it's just me. What you know about rolling down in the deep? But here it is. Look at that. Whoa. The planchette's over there, I think, somewhere. Oh dear. You've been copyrighted. That's it. But yeah, right. I'm gonna wrap up. I only intended to do an hour, and here we are after 2. But it's been great. Alozzi, have you enjoyed it?
Of course, always do.
That's it. This is normally on a Monday, by the way, guys. This is normally on a Monday. It was purely just because I thought everyone would be so sad about England crashing out of the Euros that we'd do a web show about paranormal stuff and everyone in the chat would just talk about how England got dumped out by Italy. So I saved it for for today. But it's going to go back to Mondays. Okay? Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, if you can share my stuff, guys, and help me get to 100k, that'd be fucking amazing, because it's a slog, man. But we're getting there. Lots of stuff coming. Another video coming tomorrow. Another exploration video coming ASAP. I want to try and at least... don't hold me to this, but if I have my way, they'll never be longer than a month without one. Ideally 2 weeks, but it's a lot of work. But they're what I really, really love doing. So... they're called Punk Rock Factory. One of the band members chatted to me and they were lovely. There we go. So yeah, I'll check them out. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's tuned in, who's donoed, who's become a member. Thanks to everyone who's emailed in. Mars Wolf, is that the band? I think that's the dude that sang the original Astronaut in the Ocean. But yeah, email me for stories, for places to go, etc., etc. See you very soon. DutyRhino@gmail.com.